Have you? Wow. Hi, Dallas. How many newbies? Hi, newbies. Hey, back there. Hey, up here. Hey, on stage. It's like a cartoon that just happened. How many of you are fellow Texans? That just warmed my heart a little bit. And for those of you that are out of towners, flash your eyes hard. Flash your eyes hard. It's great to be here, guys. I think this is I believe this is the last time we'll see you guys before season 12 airs, right? Before season 12 airs. Fine, we don't have to show it. Maybe one more. The last time we're going to see you in Dallas. I come here all the time. Yes, no, season 12 will be over very soon. What? Right here. You say where? Right here. All over. I'll cover the whole great state. We hear the love, we feel the love. Way back there in the back, we curse word love you guys. It's very cool to be part of this family. This morning we talked and we met a lot of people who started watching the show less than 2 years ago, less than 1 year ago. The family is growing, which is awesome. We love you guys. Thank you all so much. You make it possible for us to do what we do. Before he just talks your ear off all day long, I'm going to start with some questions. On my side, obviously. Hi.
Hi, appreciate you guys coming. Timeline question between times 15 and Sam Present in the cage and Hell and Purgatory. Who's going to be older in season 12, Sam, Mary, or Dean?
Oh, God.
That's a great question. For those who didn't hear, she was saying, like, with Soulless Sam and Purgatory Dean, and obviously Mom's been dead for a long time, who is actually older in season 12? Dean!
You may say older, I say wiser.
I say older.
Or better. There you go. Yes. That's okay. Yeah, fine wine.
It's a good question. It's a
Like fine cheese. Wine. Milk.
The stuff with which humankind continues to exist. Big whiner. Thank you. I see like a shadow. It's a little ego shadow. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say how excited I am about finally coming to New Orleans next year.
Not a far drive for you Dallas folks that are in Mississippi next year, just want to say. Also, pretty cool city. Yes.
Okay, so my question is actually from a friend, and she wanted to
know Jared's hair routine in the morning.
Oh, do tell.
How long do you have?
Give me an example. Here's my hair routine in the morning. I'm in the makeup chair, he's in the hair chair. Done yet?
Sorry.
Done yet?
Oh,
Can't even hear me in the
I'm a
blow
vendor.
dryer.
I don't have a key. Can you make an
So my
exception
hair
for me?
routine when I'm Jared or when I'm
Kind of
Sam?
did just speak around here, so people don't realize it's
Either.
just okay.
My
Just back up a
routine
little
when
bit.
Jared.
You're looking at it.
You're looking at
No problem. Yeah, I don't know vendors.
it. This is how.
Is he a vendor? I don't know who he is.
No,
This dedication to winter headgear is astonishing.
Yeah. Okay.
I like December. This is how I'm not able to do this for a lot of crowds, but this is how Jared feels comfortable being Jared. If it's a sweaty mess. If you want to meet Sam Winchester, sure, I'll take the beanie off. But if you want to meet Jared, and you want to love Jared, and you want Jared to love you back, I'm going to
There's a few people in here who's like, well, there goes me asking him to take his beanie off for the duo photo. That's
Thank God. This is me, and I'm learning that I'm the man. Sam is a bit of a prince. 20 minutes and like 3 different styles. And also, Jared.
So does that mean Sam isn't enough?
Sam's happy with 20 minutes. Jared's happy. Sam's good with it. You know, if you take 3 hours doing your hair, but that's how you love yourself, then take 3 hours doing your hair. Thank you very much. Thank you, friend. Cheers, y'all. Hi, how are you?
Feel down or not great. What is your favorite picnic songs or your playlists that you like to listen to?
Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles originally, but I lived in Dallas for 15 years, and now I live in outside of Philadelphia.
Oh wow, all over the place. Did you watch America's Got Talent?
No.
Oh, a buddy of ours, John Dornbos, who's a very young Favorite silly pick-me-up song? Do you have one off the top of your head? I have a few.
Usually it's whatever the song that my daughter is making me listen to the most. Which changes frequently, but whatever song that she asks me to dance to, which happens all the time. She's like, Daddy, play this song, let's dance. I'll be like, this one? No, that's the old one, the new one. I'm like, I don't know what's the new song. So I have to, it constantly changes, but it's what it represents.
It's very sweet.
And this is why a driver picks the music.
Don't hate on Taylor Dane, dude. Taylor Dane. In all honesty, if I'm gonna be silly, I think about when I was a kid. You know, oftentimes it's cheesy 80s music, but it's like a smell. You know, you smell something sometimes and you feel like I'm on my way to kindergarten. For me, honestly, for me,
Like a snack pack or something?
I'm gonna be late. No, but I think certain smells. Shut up. Certain smells and certain silly songs remind me that the world is bigger than me. And I remember a time when I was carefree, right? When we had mortgages and kids who needed to learn lessons and a job. So more often than not, it is silly 80s music.
Hi, you guys are awesome. I just want to say, you guys always tell us to always keep fighting, so you guys always keep fighting too. I just want to tell you guys.
Okay.
And so I watched Under the Red Hood for the first time this summer. And I watched it like 5 days in a row. It was amazing. And,
So you saw it for the first time. Continue.
I just think it's amazing. I was just wondering, like, what are y'all's favorite comic books, and like, did you read any comic books to like prepare for that, or yeah?
My favorite graphic novel. 8 years ago, when there were only 4 of them, was called The Walking Dead. There were 4 of them, and I got them all. Super fan.
I was not into comics when I was younger. I saved that for my adulthood. Because now I'm living in a comic, and that's it's awesome. I did go back and watch some of the previously made movies that they had done in that series. So they kind of got me into that headspace, and yeah, that was a really fun project. I was glad that they allowed me to be a part of it. So, thanks. Jason Todd is the best Robin. Hey, I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Hi.
First, you guys drink way too much coffee, and struggle to carry it all by ourselves. We actually offered to do. Anyway,
That's what happens when you wake up on Vancouver time.
anyway, needless to say, you guys have had a lot of death scenes. Which is your favorite, and which one was the most difficult to do?
That's his favorite. What's it called?
I will say I've got several. I've got several. Yeah, I have several death scenes that come to mind. There's not many characters who could say that. I will say that the scene when Dean goes to hell with the hellhounds ripping his chest open, and then the aftermath of that in hanging hours, books and stuff. Okay, all right, you win too. That kind of has always been my go-to. However, I recently had one last year that is certainly near the top of the list, and that was when Dean decided to put himself in the veil because he thought his brother was dead. Spoiler alert, I haven't seen season 11. And in order to do so, I had to take a bunch of pills. Do you remember this scene? No? I'm kidding. So,
What's great is that there actually were 2 different meetings of yeses. Do you remember the scene? Yes! Collectively. No? Yes! The whole colors gave you like, you said yeah, dude.
So I actually had to eat all of those pills. What were they, you might ask? Well, Dallascon OTC.
Our latest sponsor.
No, they were, what do they call them? Placebos, yes. They were the white ones were placebos, and then there were the big kind of gel capsule ones that were just empty gel capsules. But that didn't matter because I literally was taking handfuls of them and then downing them with Pedialyte.
Then they call action. You have to do it better.
And I had to do it several times. It was Nina, so she was like, "Can you do it one more time?" I'm like, "For you, yes." And I kept having to do it, and it was like I wanted to throw up so bad. And then they're like, "Okay, now you're dead, and you're on the ground, and you need to be foaming at the mouth." Oh, that sounds wonderful. How are we going to achieve that? Well, we have these Alka-Seltzer tablets that we're just going to stick in your cheek and then give you a little bit of water, and then you just foam up in your mouth.
Oh.
Try that.
No,
Try it. I need you to know what I'm going through. It sucked. Let's put it that way. It was not a fun time.
This basically reminds me, one time I found out later somebody put soy sauce in my coffee. It tasted awful. And I was like, I tried it and I was like, oh God, this is awful. Try this. And he was like, no.
You do that all the time, though. You do that all the time. You order a drink or like a dinner or something, and we'll be out. They'll try something like, oh, this is, hey, try this.
So Alka-Seltzer water, guys. That's funny. My favorite death scene is red meat as well. Sam's death scene is red meat, being shot. I dreaded it. And then we shot it with Nina, who's back just directing again. Yeah, I think that was my favorite. My least favorite, God. My least favorite was probably season 2 with all the kids who also were yellow and baby kids, and then I got stabbed by all this. And then I had to play dead, lay on that bed that Dean is talking to Sam, and Sam is dead. And it feels like, honest to God, I'd rather shoot a scene of me scaling Mount Everest than a scene of me holding my breath. Because all you can do is think about trying not to move.
I might be making this up, but I have a vague memory of that scene where you're dead on the bed, and I've got this really heavy monologue, and I'm tears and getting emotional, and Jared's just doing everything he can to look calm. It took to be still and not look. And this was early on when we were still, I guess we still are, rather immature. But do I remember a tape where I was right in the middle and I just hear a, because this was your face, I believe.
Guys, take it easy. The answer is, of course. It's, like I said, I was trying to hold my breath. When you hold your breath and you swallow a lot of oxygen,
Sometimes it's gotta come out.
Yes, There'll be a few scenes where I'll look over at Apple folks.
Oh yeah, and then no audible, no nothing. I'll just look over at him and he'll be doing this. It's less than that. It's far less than that because you are actually trying. It is just this. And not smelling anything yet. And I was like, really? Code 7, everybody. Go to set.
I like protein. Thank you. I hope that answers your question.
And then some.
Her face is like this.
So sorry to ask.
She's like, are they still talking to me?
Hi, how y'all doing today?
How y'all doing?
Yes.
So actually, I'm going to do a shower. My friends let me come ask this question because she didn't have a question and I didn't. So Sarah, thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Sarah,
Okay, so I was.
this is where you say you're welcome.
So I guess we spent back in February. But so this question's been kind of in the back of my mind. So when Dean went through hell, it was obviously not run by Crowley at the time. And Sam hasn't really experienced a next form of hell. But I wondered how Dean and Sam or Jared and Jensen would do dealing with Crowley's hell, where it's just a very long line. I feel like the patience is not one of your virtues. And I just want to know, preference-wise, how long it would take before you just broke.
I would rather be running and fighting for my life than waiting in line. I mean, like, there's, and that's the worst part. We have days on set sometimes where we will shoot Red Meat, the first day of Red Meat, where Sam gets shot, there's a fight scene, he's fighting a werewolf, I'm fighting one, there's stunt guys, and there's gunshots, and there's blood, and then, after that 6 hours, then you go to the scene immediately afterwards, where you're bandaging yourself, and you're untying the hostages, and you're grabbing a gun, and you're picking people up, and you film for 14 to 16 hours, which means, it's an hour to get there, it's an hour through Henry Road, then you start filming, you have an hour for lunch. So if you're filming for 16 hours, you're gone. You're door to door like 19 hours. And those days are difficult, but freaking awesome. The days where it's like, okay, you're gonna wait in your trailer for the next hour while we set up this and do that. Like, I feel like pacing up and down my trailer, like put me to work. Like a racehorse or something, waiting in the stables. It's like,
You're such a thoroughbred.
you said it to everybody. I'd rather have fighting Leviathans and Purgatory than waiting in line for anything having to do with Mark Shepard.
That being said, I know that there are many of you out there that share that sentiment of not liking to wait in line. And we know that sometimes days like this can get a little tedious with waiting in line, which is why we try to move so fast. So thank you for your patience with days like this. Thank you. And you guys are with us.
Okay, so I go to UT and my sister I was wondering.
Is your sister here?
Yeah, right here.
Get out! Get out!
Dude, I don't know. There's probably a lot of actors in this.
Justin.
I was wondering. Okay, well, now I don't have to wonder because you guys are clearly Longhorns.
I was wondering if you guys. I have a lot of friends who went to AIM. A few who went to OU.
Let me ask you this. Do you know where the name name Sooner comes from? I didn't ask you. Am I wrong? But I believe that before the land was about to be opened up for claims, that people snuck onto the land and waited just before they opened it, and then stuck their claim, and they were known as the Sooners. So they were breaking the law. So you're all a bunch of criminals. It's like, oh yeah, I go to the University of Texas Convicts.
That explains a lot.
It does explain that.
Have you checked, made sure your passport is on your copy? There have been a few Sooners in line. I'm a UT fan. I was enrolled at UT when I got going girls, so I had to be shameless about it. Yeah, many years ago when I was on Gilmore Girls.
Is it before or after New York Minute? I forget. I always get those two mixed up.
Before and after. And to take the words out of Jensen's mouth, yes, I was the original Bean.
But were you a salmon Dean?
Salmon.
Hi, first I want to congratulate Jensen on passing Jared with his children.
It's funny, you say congratulate, I say offer condolences.
I accept both.
My question for you is, there's so many creatures on Supernatural. If they were all real, which one would be the worst to run into, do you think?
The worst way.
The worst creature, monster, person?
Let's not go with the obvious answer. Let's think deeper.
No, listen, guys. Carly's fine. It's Mark Shepard that's shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Poison tacos.
Oh.
Again, the poison tacos could shapeshift as candy. Delicious. That'd be bad?
I'm a vendor.
That'd be bad.
I'll see your delicious candy and I'll raise it up.
Thank you very much.
My step stool this time, so not just stealing from me and Jared.
Fair enough.
I did want to ask the two of you, so in comparison to when you started on Supernatural, how would you say these years plus the other projects you've done have influenced or changed your current self as an actor?
Say it one more time.
Sorry.
Hang on. Serious question.
Sorry. So in comparison to when you started on Supernatural, how would you say that the years you've been on the show, plus projects you've done in between, have influenced yourself as an actor?
Well, I think just in the length of time that we've been on the show, it undoubtedly has changed our lives. Not just as a professional, but as an individual. We are not completely, but we are very different people than we were when we started on the show 12 years ago. That being said, we've grown both in our personal lives and we've grown both as actors and as performers. And I think that it's, we're always learning. I think one of the great things, or one of the compliments ones that I will give him, that I try to emulate in my life as well, is that we always try to stay available for those nuances that reveal themselves if you allow them to within a scene. And so with that comes knowledge, and you know, I always say to people who are interested in becoming an actor, I always say if you have the opportunity to get on a set, be a sponge. Absorb as much knowledge and take in as much of that industry and of that craft that you possibly can, because you know, if you're not letting yourself do that, then you're not learning. And I think that you and I both have continued to learn throughout the years, and it's certainly made us better at what we do on screen. And I also think it's made us better at what we do on screen.
I've learned, I agree with Ackles. B, well, sorry, I've learned a few things. I've learned to love the gray. That sounds strange, but I think and I think it's true with a lot of kids. In order to teach a lesson or to learn a lesson, oftentimes you have to put things in black and white, or really black and white. You know, this is wrong, this is right, this is good, this is bad. I've been blessed enough, and maybe it's just age. Maybe at 35, I would have learned it no matter where I was. But I think because I've been where I am, I've met a lot of people who have met me 20 years ago, and I found out somebody had done something, or thought something, or voted for something, or did something. I'd be like, oh, well, they're probably assholes, or something. And then I met them, and they're like, my God, they're not at all. They're just, we're not the exact same person. No one in this room is the exact same person. And I'm grateful that I got to learn that amongst friends who forgave me. And the second thing I've learned that I really do attribute to being forced. I really do attribute to having a responsibility to do 184 days of work a year on set. If you're tired, if you are sick, if you have pneumonia or the flu or a broken wrist. I mean, I shot like 3 weeks with a broken hand before I could get surgery because we couldn't write it in for a couple episodes. I've learned that you're a lot stronger than you think you are. And I try to tell that to people who meet me and go like, thank you, you helped me do this. I just look at them frankly and say like, I didn't do it, you did it. I was here, but I was far away. It was your strength. Like, thank you for thanking me, but it wasn't me. That was your strength. You found that. Somehow I know. So I think if you hashtag always keep fighting, then you'll hashtag figure out what you're fighting for someday. Thank you.
So clearly nobody in this room ever wants Supernatural to end.
Does anybody want Supernatural to end? Ever? Does anybody? Be honest. You would like
to stand up, come up stage. I'm just kidding. No, I'm sitting. Sit down, you'll die. Get back here, might want to just sneak out. Genevieve, get out. You talked about this, neither the time nor place.
You said you were staying home with the kids, Jen.
She said, I want the show to end for one reason, so you can spend time with your kids.
Trump card, movie.
What were we talking about? Hi.
So I know but my question is, once that terrible day does come, what kind of
Whoa!
if it comes,
Stay safe with if.
what kind of projects or roles would you guys like to work on?
Retirement. Not kidding.
The role of father and husband. and then Batman.
When I lay my head on the pillow and think of great things to move me to sleep, I don't think of a movie career or another TV show. I think of being I think of going back and just being a dude from Texas. I think you're not going to see a whole lot of me when the show ends. It's a new choice. It's going to be awesome. I'm not going to be gone, but I'm going to be happy and
Hello.
Hi, thanks for being in Dallas. We really love you here. Jensen. We know you like directing. If you could work on any kind of directing projects, what you're passionate about.
Any kind of directing project?
Movie or TV, what would you really want to do?
Direct me. Work with real actors.
That's what I said.
I don't know. You know, it probably goes in line with the same thing I say if somebody asks kind of what she was asking, like what other projects would you want to be an actor in? And it really kind of boils down to, you know, story, character, whether those are things that speak to me, whether that story is something that I feel passionate about telling, whether that character is something I feel passionate about playing. But I would almost say more importantly, the people that are involved with that project. That's really important to me. I think that it's been a testament to the success of this show because of the people that are not only writing it, not only producing it, not only editing it, not only crewing it, not only performing in it, not only directing it, but also the people that support it. And for me to get really passionate about something, I really want to know that I'm going into an environment that is healthy and inspiring, and people that I respect and that respect me. You know, and I think everybody would love to have a working environment like that. And if I can find that, and then the story and the characters is great, especially if I'm directing. I think surrounding yourself with the right team is crucial. There are great directors that have made really crappy films, and it may not have been their fault. So, you know, I don't have necessarily a story in mind right now that I'm dying to direct. That's not true, I have two. But I'm not going to share them because I don't want to, you know, I'm not a superstitious guy, but there are some things that I tend to lean towards that, and that's one of them. So, maybe one day I'll get to do something like that. But as of right now, I enjoy working with people that respect what they do and also respect what I do. And luckily, I'm in a place that does exactly that. So. Hey.
Hey, y'all.
I was born and raised in Paris, Texas, a little town up north. And I was just wondering, since y'all travel around a lot and y'all are born and raised in Texas too, what do y'all take from Texas with you when you go around?
Water. I take my Texas license and my Texas phone number. I try to take my Texas values, I guess. Yeah, there you go. And there are good people and bad people everywhere, but I think I was raised in such a way, surrounded by people that really stress the importance of we're all humans doing our best, breathing oxygen. No one's better than anybody else. No one's bigger than strong. we're all just here. You know, we all have our struggles, we all have our strengths. And so when I'm in Canada or California or New York or Georgia or Florida, not that that doesn't exist there, but one of the wonderful things is when I bring my Texan values to a place like that, I get to meet a lot of other people who share the same values. So that's what I try to take with me. It's intangible, but that's what I try to do.
I agree. I think that is certainly something that I know both of our parents really did well in instilling in us. You know, one of the main things that comes to mind is inclusion. I don't like to exclude people. I don't think anybody likes to be excluded. And I always try to, you know, my mother is a poster child for inclusion. She'll never turn anybody away. Fortunately, that's now transitioned to cats. So that's we're working on that. But you know, I think that's you treat people the way you want to be treated, and I think that's just a valuable lesson that everybody needs to really understand. And so I think that there are certain values that I was raised. Being a foundation of who I am, that's one of them, but certainly most of them I attribute to being born and raised in this part of the country. I just happened to learn it here, so I'm proud of that. Thanks.
Thanks, Bill. Hi.
Hi. Today is Castiel's 8th anniversary being on So what would Sam and
Oh, the Bishan now? We're just trying to figure out who that is really quick. He's the one that talks weird, bro. Where's the raincoat when it's not raining outside? No, you didn't? We'll figure it out later. Yeah, 8th anniversary.
what would Sam and Dean do to throw him a birthday party?
Put him in the mix of a pie. So you mean 8 years ago today?
You're saying how would the brothers celebrate Cassie's birthday?
Yeah, like if they were to throw him a birthday party, how would that go down?
Well, it would be really interesting because Dean really enjoys watching Cass squirm at a strip club.